What's up, fam? Welcome back into Tommy Bites TV and Homestead, bringing you a little bit of news that hopefully you can use today. So, if you are new to the channel, welcome in. This is a homesteading channel. I do grow my own food here. I do raise my own animals here on the homestead, small suburban homestead. Um, just shy of an acre, but we're growing on a small little plot. We set out to grow as much as we possibly can to sustain us and hopefully not have to spend so much money in the store. So, hey, y'all, welcome in. Hey, Angela. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Happy Mac. How are y'all doing today? And if you are on TikTok, because y'all, I'm live on TikTok too. How you doing? Welcome in. Okay, so what's going on right now is a whole lot of recalls. So I found this one. I was just going to do this one story. And then some say, take a little look. Took a little look and just found way more than I bargained for. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Please hit that like button. It does help the video get out to more people. So more people will know the things that have been recalled, the things that are going on out here in the news that hopefully you can use. Hello, Lydia. Hey, Shatika, how are you doing this morning? Hopefully you are all doing well. So we're going to start with Costco. They are warning contaminated popular snack recalled after metal fragments were found. So a popular snack widely available at Costco and other major grocery stores is being recalled after multiple customers found shards of metal inside. The recall initially began with just one item, but quickly expanded to cover 3 more snacks after the manufacturer found they may have been contaminated with metal. So apparently multiple customers have found this. The recall was announced on March 20. Y'all, it's April. By Chomps, which produces beef jerky along with turkey and venison varieties. Chomps manufacturing partner, Idaho Smokehouse Partners, pulled nearly 30,000 pounds of this product after alerting the U.S. Department of Agriculture to the issue. The recall originally applied to the Chomps original beef sticks, but after an investigation, the company expanded it to original turkey sticks that were also made in that same plant. The USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service confirmed the potential contamination. So now they're letting you all know. The issue was first discovered by 2 customers who found metal pieces in their jerky sticks. Neither customer had any adverse reactions to the metal, but the company said it will recall the product out of an abundance of caution. They want their customers to be a priority, is what they're saying. The affected ready-to-eat beef sticks were distributed in California and Illinois. In addition to Costco, Chomps is also sold at most major grocery chains, including Trader Joe's, Target, and Whole Foods. So check your pantry, they say, because you may have already purchased those items. If so, either discard them or take them back to the store. Okay, so another recall you see here is butter. Fecal contamination, butter recalled with millions of shoppers urged to check the labels. It was sold at Walmart. The creamery insisted 99.5% of the product was recovered, hopefully, before reaching the consumer. And this was the Cabot Creamery butter. Shoppers are being urged to check their fridges after a contaminated batch of butter was pulled from grocery store shelves. Over 1,700 pounds of the gross dairy product were sold in major retailers, including Walmart, across seven U.S. states. Nearly 2,000 pounds of butter were recalled due to elevated levels of California bacteria. fecal bacteria. The affected butter was found to contain bacteria linked to animal waste, sparking concerns about possible contamination. Nearly 2,000 pounds were recalled due to this. It is a type of bacterium found in the gastrointestinal tracts of animals. It was distributed in New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and Arkansas. According to the Food, Drug, and Administration records, confirmed the recall affected over 1,700 pounds of butter packaged in 189 cases. The recall was initiated on March 25th, and we are just hearing about it after the testing confirmed the contamination. The contamination of contaminated butter is Cabot's Boz Extra Creamy Premium Sea Salted variety. Is sold as 2 4-ounce sticks in cardboard packages. There was another recall on this same article, but yet I have 2 different articles that also have recalls. So we just gonna put them all in this recall video here. The next one I'm gonna do, I think it's not food. Yeah. Okay, so this one is the Stanley recall. 2.6 million mugs over burn hazards as Walmart and Target shoppers urged to stop using the product. I'm showing it to TikTok. Yeah. I don't know if that's the one, but no, no, that one's not the one. It's not the one with the straw in it. So there is 2.6 million of his stainless steel mugs over a safety issue. The order was issued after shoppers reported burn incidents. I think I covered this a while ago, but of course YouTube did not push it out, so I'm sure a lot of people don't know. TikTok. This is what you're looking at. Okay. Hopefully I got that back up there right. So the products affected are Stanley Switchback and Trigger Action mugs, not the one that I'm drinking out of currently. U.S. officials issued the recall because in some instances the lid thread was starting to shrink. So when it does that, I guess it leaks. This causes it to loosen, potentially posing a risk when they were being used. So that has been recalled. So let's go over to our next recall. Thank y'all for coming in. I really do appreciate it on this early Sunday morning. What is this? Okay, so according to Eat This, Not That, 6 food recall shoppers need to know about right now. Let's get into it. So they're saying that grocery recalls are becoming increasingly more common, and compliance company Trace One reported in February 2025 that the total number of food recalls issued by the Food and Drug Administration and Department of Agriculture grew 15% between 2020 and 2024. And so groceries can be recalled for many different reasons: accidental contamination, ingredients, sanitation violations, manufacturing plants. The first one that is a recall is Tostitos Cantina chips, the party size. So on March 27, 2025, Frito-Lay issued a recall of a limited number of 13-ounce bags of Tostitos Cantina traditional yellow corn tortilla chips, according to the brand, that could include nacho cheese tortilla chips and therefore may contain undeclared milk or allergen for some people. Those with an allergy to this undeclared milk run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reactions if they consume the recalled product. The second thing is Stouffer's and Lean Cuisine frozen meals. On March 28th, Nestle USA initiated I didn't even know they owned that, voluntary recall of a limited quantity of Lean Cuisine and Stouffer's frozen meals due to potential presence of wood-like materials. Make it make sense, y'all. So this recall is limited to Lean Cuisine butternut squash ravioli, Lean Cuisine spinach artichoke ravioli, Lean Cuisine lemon garlic shrimp stir fry, and Stouffer's party-sized chicken lasagna. And it was produced between August 2024 through March 25. The next one is Johnsonville Brats Cheddar Bratwurst. Now, this is a more recent one because I just told y'all about this when I was doing a store walkthrough. So Johnsonville recalled approximately 22,672 pounds of cheddar Bratwurst product for potential contamination with hard plastic materials found inside, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety, and Inspection. The items in question are the 19-ounce sealed firm tray packages containing 5 pieces of Johnsonville Brats cheddar Bratwurst with package code B9FOD. They were produced February 5th, 2025, and sold in the following states. They were sold in Georgia, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Ohio, Tennessee, Virginia, and Wisconsin. It's a lot. The next one on the list is Coca-Cola. For all you Coke lovers. The FDA also recalled a limited number of Coca-Cola 12 packs sold in 2 states in March as part of a Class 2 recall. It affected over 10,000 cans of Coca-Cola, which may have been contaminated with plastic. Per the organization, the beverage was bottled and distributed by Ray's Coca-Cola Bottling, LLC, in Milwaukee and distributed in Illinois and Wisconsin. So if you live in those areas or know somebody who live in those areas, don't drink them, return them, and let somebody know that this is, if you know you have a Coke lover in your house or your family, let them know. So Trader Joe's is the next one. Trader Joe's hot honey mustard dressing. Hot honey products are all the rage, they say right now. And if you purchase a bottle from Trader Joe's hot honey mustard dressing, you might want to return it ASAP due to the label error. It says Fresh Creative Foods voluntary recall those bottles with the use by date 5/27/2025 because the incorrect label does not include allergen callouts for peanuts, soy, sesame, or wheat. The dressing was distributed to Trader Joe's location in the following states. Let me take a drink for this one. Hey, TikTok. Okay, so Arkansas, Colorado, DC, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, North Carolina, where I am, New Mexico, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, and Virginia. Oh, and Delaware. So the next one and the last one on this article is Walker's Wine Juice Pumpkin Juice. Never, ever heard of it, but it is a recall on it. So this is a Forestville, New York-based brand is recalling the pumpkin juice because it may be contaminated with botulism. Y'all know that's life-threatening. A potentially fatal form of food poisoning that can cause the following symptoms: general weakness, dizziness, double vision, and trouble with speaking or swallowing, difficulty in breathing, weakness of other muscles, abdominal distension, and constipation may also be common symptoms. The juice was distributed via Walker's Wine Juice Retail in New York. Let's see, they service Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Maine, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. So if you have those, go ahead and return that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now we have the biggest frozen food recall in U.S. history, and that's the last one. It's probably more, but I don't want to be here all day. This just shows that, you know, they're not taking care with the food. They're not taking their time with producing it, and God only knows what is in it. So let me share this with you guys over here on YouTube. So if you can grow your own food, please grow your own food. So they say that frozen food makes life easier. I do tend to agree, but it's not the healthiest for us. But it does make life easier. I will admit to that. Anywhere from getting your nuggets, your waffles, your hamburgers to heat up for dinner or just a quick snack. Frozen food also makes things easier for restaurants and food service companies as well. The food lasts much longer, which reduces cost and food waste. Now, food lasting much longer that shouldn't last much longer is an issue, because I bought, if you go to my Instagram, I put it over there. I bought some vine to table cherry tomatoes for my husband, who's a truck driver, to take on the road. Well, he forgot to take them. Well, he's been gone for 2 weeks, y'all. Maybe this be the 3rd week coming up. He's been gone after having a heart attack. He's been gone. I forgot all about them. I thought he took them. So they were sitting behind something on the counter. I found them yesterday. They just as pretty as they ever been. No rot, no nothing. So you have to ask yourself, what is in that food? What is in those tomatoes and other vegetables that we think we're eating healthier with in the grocery store? What are they putting on it or in it to make it last as long as it's lasting? Something ain't right about that. There was no mold, no rot, no nothing. Mind you, I bought pears the same time I bought the tomatoes, and I had to throw the pears away because they actually did, you know, they were good pears. If it rots, it's a good pear. It's a good fruit. But to just sit there and still be as fresh as the day you bought it, no refrigeration, no nothing, just sitting on the counter, and the temps in the house are average 71, 72, something ain't right. Food shouldn't last that long, but they have to make it last that long because it's sitting on the shelf. So they're saying, let's get to the brands. More than 40 brands recalled 9 million frozen waffles and pancakes across the U.S. due to potential listeria contamination in 2024. These Kodak waffle, power waffles, the protein ones, which I do not like. I do not like the taste of these. I had some and I just couldn't eat it. Well, in 2024, Treehouse Foods recalled over 9 million frozen toaster waffles, Belgian waffles, pancake products from stores across the U.S. and Canada, including Aldi, Kroger, Albertsons, Target, Publix, Walmart, due to listeria fears. More than 40 brands, including Good and Gather, Giant Eagle, Kodiak, Cakes, Wild Harvest, and Simple Truth, were implicated in that recall. And so listeriosis is dangerous, they say, for vulnerable people, including the elderly, the very young, and those who are pregnant. In fact, consuming foods with listeria bacteria can even lead to miscarriage or stillbirth in pregnant women. Luckily, given the sheer scale of this recall, there were no reports of listeriosis, thank goodness. So, oh Lord, here goes something else. More than 325,000. Now, this was in 2023. So it's how the food is produced that's causing all of these recalls. So you generally have to ask the question, what is in this food that they are giving to us? The FDA approved so many, and I've said this numerous times, the FDA approved so many ingredients that are not good for us. Some ingredients that are so not good for us that other countries don't even, they ban them from their country. This is why China has stopped accepting chicken from the United States, because of the chemicals that's placed into the chicken, whether it's antibiotics and what's in that antibiotic, I don't know, but they won't take it. So more than 325 pounds of organic frozen strawberries were recalled for an outbreak of hepatitis A back in 2023. I don't even think I even knew about this. So you just don't know when you buy stuff from the store what you're going to get. Now, that doesn't mean you can grow all your food at home. That's just not possible for a lot of people. Now, there are some who have the property, the land space, all that other stuff. They can do that. Oh, I'm going to grow a year's worth of food. People can do that, and people are doing that. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of patience, and a lot of sweat equity. And a lot of people aren't able to or don't want to put that much into their food, because it's just so much easier to grab your car keys and go to the store and get what you want. But the FDA is set up like a business. It's a Food Drug Administration. They're watching over the food that you eat. They're making sure, supposedly, that you're getting the right things and not the wrong things, and catching these recalls, which is a plus. But they're also allowing certain ingredients in that are making us sick. And then once we get sick, that's the goal. You're sick now. Now you need to go to the doctor. You need medication. So it's a whole big system. It's money, it's lobbyists, it's all those things, that's keeping that engine running. And we're keeping the engine running because it's very convenient to just go and grab what you want to get, and not worry about it. Oh, it's fine. This vegetable, this is good for me. This fruit, this is good for me. And come to find out, it probably is not. So y'all, I'm going to end it here, because if I keep going, it's just crazy, 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 because it just keeps going. Because they had the Hot Pockets back in 2021. They had 762,000 pounds of frozen Hot Pockets that had fear of that they contain glass and hard plastic. Like, what are we eating? So y'all take care. Y'all have a good old Sunday. I really want to plant, but we just had a frost, like a freeze. I literally had to scrape the windows before taking my daughter to work. So I'm glad I decided to bring everything in, because I feel like the greenhouse that I got from Lowe's was giving me a false security of everything will be okay in there. And I lost a couple of tomatoes. I lost a couple of peppers. So I pulled all what I had left back into the house last night. I didn't even look at the weather. I didn't even know it was going to be like 32. So I'm glad I did, because they would have been gone too. So thank y'all for coming in. Have a safe, blessed day. I encourage you to sow your seeds today and grow your food tomorrow. Pray, plan, and prep. If you have things that you need to buy right now, try to buy them before May 2nd. Try to buy them now so they'll be en route. If it has to be, brought in from another country, you need to go ahead and get that now, or it may be stuck at whatever U.S. Postal Service, UPS, DSL, however it's delivered, because the tax is going to be on it, and those duties will have to be paid, and those duties are double. So if you're ordering, get it now. If you have medication that you order online, try to get it now, because that too is going to go up. You will soon start hearing about the pharmaceutical tariffs that are going to take place. That is going to affect how much we pay for medication. So for people who might be on insulin, who are taking advantage of that cap that they put, that $35 cap that they put on insulin in the Biden administration, that is gone now. And now they're about to put a tariff on pharmaceuticals. So I don't know how much medicines will go up, but medicines will go up. So try to either get that medicine now, or try to find a holistic way to not need that medicine and heal your body that way, because it's all about this. That's what it's all about. So y'all, again, stay safe, stay prepared, keep your head on a swivel. Crime is going to go up because people are not going to be able to afford stuff. So people are going to be running out the store with stuff they didn't pay for. You don't want to be caught up in a whole situation that you don't need to be caught up in. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care. I love you, but God truly loves you all more. He created only one you. Be the very best you that you could be. And when you are, definitely go out and spread God's love. Thank you for coming in, YouTube fam, my cousins on YouTube and my cousins on TikTok. Thank y'all as well for coming in. And this is my very first live I've ever done on TikTok. So I'm excited that I did it together with all the people together. I'm happy I did it. I was nervous about doing it, but I did it. So go walk through your anxieties of anything that you think you can't do. You'll feel much better after you've done it.